Hello, I'm Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point News. Breaking news. It seems that Ethan Klein is not done with his drama quest just yet. He drops a video, or rather podcast, on his H3 podcast. It's kind of an alternative podcast. It's not the normal H3 podcast. It's called Content Court, TheQuartering, where they jokingly cast judgment over the Quartering's content. And this is a rather strange move, or maybe it shouldn't be a strange move, because Ethan seems to be knee-deep in the drama. So far, it has not been received very well. Only 64% approval rating, only 2 hours after its release. But I don't want to concentrate on really the whole podcast. I'll be able to do that on my own podcast tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time on my main channel. It's right here. It's also in the description box below. We might probably get in more detail. This is a very, very big story. But I want to go over what I think is probably going to kick Ethan in the teeth going forward. And here it is. There's going to be a lot of controversy about this video. I've already seen one or two shots at Jeremy Hambley, the Quartering's wife. I've seen, things that go outside the realm of content. While, look, Jeremy's a public figure, he's certainly open to these attacks, in my personal opinion. This particular criticism, or at least the way it's done, I think is probably going to bite H3 in the rear. If I give you a little context, H3 made a video about Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, and he started to go on about how he thinks it's ridiculous that someone would go see a movie or like a movie based on the lead's ethnicity and or skin color. That came under criticism with H3, and then he did this.
So, as you can see, Chadwick Boseman's untimely and tragic death, the guy who played Black Panther, this happened in September. And I hope that the Quartering can visit each and every one of these kids' houses to tell them how stupid it is that they care about this guy because of his skin color. You know, here I'll try to collect addresses.
It's all dumb.
Yeah, I want you to go tell all these kids how dumb they are for caring. You know,
dumb.
Yeah, dumb. Look at all these idiots caring about Black Panther. It's crazy that they even care. It's pathetic. Look at this kid who made a tribute. By the way, this was a great one. That go ahead, Jeremy. What do you think about this kid here paying tribute to the Black Panther?
Dumb.
Right. I think it's really touching, and I think it really shows how much it means to the kid. You know, I wouldn't say it's dumb, but I certainly welcome you to go to all their houses and tell them to their face how dumb it is. Oh, wow. I actually feel bad.
It's all dumb.
Really? You're going to tell that to a kid who's crying? That's so fucked up, dude. Yeah, I feel bad. That was so tragic that he passed, man. So unfair, dude.
So certainly Ethan did this in jest. Certainly this was a joke, but it did seem awfully personal, and I don't know how controversial it would be, but this is the second time in a 6-month period that Ethan has used a recently passed away black man to attack his enemies. With the Keemstar War that just went on over the last 6 months, certainly he generally pointed the finger at Keemstars having some kind of influence on of course, streamer and YouTuber Etika's death. And now he's using Chadwick Boseman in a way that, first of all, I think it takes Jeremy's actual argument out of context. I think what Jeremy was trying to express, that, we probably shouldn't go, or I'm going to try to speak for him, we shouldn't go to movies based on somebody's skin color, and he doesn't. It's certainly his opinion. He's entitled to it. And then it got turned into, why don't you tell these children who are all broken up over the death of Chadwick Boseman, a big star in the Marvel universe, why don't you just tell these kids how stupid they are? Now, a lot of that, there was a sound effect. It is obviously a joke, but I do think this is going to burn Ethan down the line. He is literally standing on the grave of another black man. Now, the rest of the podcast, there are apparently shots of his wife. I will go into more detail on that on the podcast tomorrow. I personally thought that he took some of Jeremy's arguments out of deliberately, willfully out of context, left all nuance out of it, and basically described anybody that watches Jeremy as a neckbeard or a simp or just somebody that's like a deplorable or undesirable. That being said, I also heard criticism of Jeremy that I thought were I thought were on the money. Some of the criticism I've made of Jeremy in the past, he does seem to be a little bit of a SJW himself. He doesn't take jokes very well. He's just as sensitive, if not more, than Ethan himself. But the thing I found awful strange about it was they actually used his content to show that he was a social justice warrior. They didn't use, and they would take him out of context. They didn't use like past behaviors or past incidents or like constantly deleting his Twitter account and coming back with it. That he's not the most he's not the toughest guy when it comes to mass criticism. Instead, they used examples that he made a lot of videos on Brie Larson. Now, look, in fairness to Ethan, there's much more nuance to it than that. It goes much deeper than that. This is something that I think is probably going to be pretty controversial going forward. He's literally standing on Chadwick Boseman's grave to take a swing at TheQuartering. This is the second time he's done this in a 6-month period, and I don't really think this goes over very well. I think this is kind of low. Yes, it's a joke. No one's saying it should be removed, or I'm not trying to play social justice warrior here. I'm just trying to gauge what the public will do, and I think there will be a public outcry about that, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Normally we don't cover stuff like this on this channel. We cover it on the main channel, which is right here, and you can check me out tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time for the podcast. And I just thought that we've already uploaded 2 videos on there, and every so often, I think on this channel, we're going to try to bring you in to the podcast, the main thing, so you can hang out with all of us on Tommy C's SFTP and possibly give Shot from the Point live a chance. So I'll see you soon. Thank you very much, and have a good one.